welcome back to David and Carmen VSG. We have completed our cross-country move from Washington State over to North Carolina. So that's where we've been. If you've been missing us and what we've been up to for the last, well, we spent 2 weeks traveling across the country. We spent a week packing prior to that, and then we've been here for about 3 or 4 days. So I just got in from the grocery store, and David is actually at a job interview right now. Thank goodness. So hopefully he gets that job and we can not worry about living off of our savings and have a little bit of income for a little bit until I find a job as well. But sorry, my crazy hair, just ignore me. I'm getting ready to go work out and go for a walk, but I thought that I would give you guys a quick kitchen tour and show you what I got at the grocery store as well before I go out for my walk in the 90-degree heat. So let me turn the camera around here. For some reason, my little pug did not want to be in the house and she wanted to go lay outside. So I don't know what's going on there, but because normally she does not like the heat, but I guess maybe it's a little too chilly in here for her. It's taking some used to for me to get used to the air conditioning too, because I'm cold all the time as well, but I digress. So these are magnets all over our fridge of all the places that we've been and visited over the last few years. Magnets are kind of our souvenir that we buy. And there's actually up here on top of the fridge, we do not normally eat chips like that. We had a party on Sunday to welcome us home, but underneath there's even more magnets that we haven't put on here. Yes, we went to Weed, California. And up here there's also hot dog buns left over from that party. But let's get into the fridge real quick. And I'll start in the door here. So up here we do have butter. We do, if we are gonna eat something with butter or that needs butter in it, we're gonna use the real thing, not margarine or anything artificial. Not that we don't eat artificial, but butter is one of the things I draw the line on. Our Premier Protein here that we need to restock on with, that's only a 2-day supply for us there. So David loves this Ruth's pimento spread. I like pimento cheese, homemade with just like real cheddar cheese and pimentos and mayo, because the ingredient list on this is a bit long and scary. And as you can see, if it was real pimento cheese, it should have way more protein than that. Not a lot of carbs, not a lot of fat, not a lot of calories either, but that's only 2 tablespoons. So we have some Duke's mayonnaise. If you live in North Carolina, you know that's the best mayonnaise ever. Some juice. I don't even know why we have that sugar-filled juice, but we do. Remember, we just traveled across the country with my nephew too. So condiments, we have 2 things of mustard from the party, 2 things of ketchup, our sweet Thai chili sauce, sriracha, chili paste, Texas Pete, some whole grain Dijon mustard, some really good tartar sauce. Down here, our wine that we'll be drinking a little bit later. My Fairlife milk, because I like the milk with the extra protein. Yes, those are full sugar, full fat, artificial creamers, and yes, those are ours, not just left over from the trip. We do use those in our morning coffee because I haven't found anything else to satisfy. Why is there's a tomato seed on the light in the fridge? Okay, so up here I have some sliced tomato and leftover green beans that we'll be having with our dinner tonight. I do have salsa and chips. We do like to snack on those. These bread and butter pickles, the Farmer's Garden by Vlasic, are like the absolute best bread and butter pickles I've ever had. Even better than my grandpa's bread and butter pickles that he used to make. I like the Clausen kosher deals. Back here in the back we have some leftover sodas from the trip and the party, and those we're just saving for my niece and nephew when they come and visit. I love this Better Than Bouillon stuff. It makes great chicken broth or whatever if you need to make it. Cottage cheese, sour cream. I'm getting ready to, after I get back from my walk, put the chicken thighs in the freezer, separate them up. We're gonna cook these up on the grill tonight. They're just pork loin chops, boneless chops, and of course we're not going to be able to eat all of those, but we will get them, we'll cook them up and keep them in the fridge and eat on them for a couple days. Leftover hot dogs from the party. We're never going to eat all those. David likes to munch on the Lunchables. Sometimes we'll split one as a snack. Yes, we do eat the crackers and everything out of it. I got some good Munster cheese and buffalo chicken at the deli today. Our cheese sticks and stuff to snack on. And then our spinach and feta chicken sausage. Right here I have some watermelon that I cut up that was left over from the party. Eggs, bottled water, even though we do have water and ice in the fridge that's filtered now. This was kind of left over from our trip. Back there in the back we have some Reds apple ale. David thought he would try those on the trip and couldn't even get one down because of the carbonation, so we'll keep those on hand for guests. These are all leftover sodas from the party. A gallon of tea that I made, whole milk for David because he doesn't like the Fairlife. He says it tastes different. I think he's crazy. An onion, cabbage, half a head of cabbage because I made slaw for the hot dogs. And then down here is our yogurt drawer, and we have Chobani 100, the Oikos Triple Zero, and a bunch of flavors. David also will eat just the regular stuff. I try to eat the stuff that's lower in calories. So that's the fridge. And then over here in the freezer, instead of the sugar-free popsicles, because we still eat the crap out of those, we decided to get these that are real popular around here in the summertime. They're called Otter Pops in Washington. We just always call them Ice Pops here. But these only had 60 calories per pop, and I think the sugar-free things had like 25 calories per pop, and they didn't really have that much more sugar. So I found some edamame in 5-ounce packages. There's 6 5-ounce packages in there. I found these at the grocery store. I had not seen these out in Washington, but they're the Healthy Choice Simply Cafe Steamers. And honestly, I think these are like 9 ounces. So David and I can probably split one of these and be fine, but they're only 200 calories and 23 grams of protein. It is 20 grams of carbs, but what I try to do is look at the protein versus calories, and for every 10 calories, I want to have at least 1 gram of protein for my main course kind of thing. So, I mean, that's more than that ratio's better there. So I got 2 of those. In that flavor, and then sweet sriracha braised beef in the lean cuisine, and this one was 15 grams for 170, so that's pretty good stats on that too. And then just some frozen vegetables there, and that's really all we have in our freezer right now. If we come over here, yes, that is white bread and tomato. My sister's having surgery tomorrow, and she came over for lunch today, and I made her tomato sandwiches, which is why we have leftover sliced tomato as well. So I really like these light soups by Progresso. It's only 4 grams of protein and 12 grams of carbs, but David and I can split a can of that as a snack and be fairly full off of that for a little bit, and it doesn't hurt our tummies. Yellowfin tuna in EVOO, and then I got the Mediterranean style tuna too. I'm going to try those. There's chili back there. We've got some shelled pistachios. This is kind of my favorite treat, is this toasted coconut. We've got our pork jerky. I'm going to talk about this in another video, but this is delicious if we get it at Costco. And then we've got some more chilies and beans and stuff. Yes, there is pasta up there. I don't know why we brought that with us from Washington. I guess David was just throwing stuff in boxes. Crowder peas are something that I've only been able to find here in North Carolina. I could never find them in Washington, but they're one of my favorites. And then we've got some black-eyed peas and other things up there. So right now, I still have this whole other box of food that I'm getting ready to unpack. I have no idea what's in it. You can see the steam coming out of my dishwasher because it's running. But let's just, I'll stand over here and we'll do a real quick kitchen tour. The living room we are remodeling. We pulled up the carpet. We're going to paint and everything in here. So we don't have any of our furniture or anything in there yet. So when you walk in the kitchen, there's the stove, you walk around, the sink, dishwasher, refrigerator, little table. And then we did not bring our washer and dryer with us, so we're having to buy a new washer and dryer. So that's where that will go. For right now, we're just using it as storage. And then we're actually going to get, that's closet in there, we're actually going to get here, I'll turn this around. We're going to do like the instant hot, heat on demand water heater. I think there might be someone at my door, but water heater and hush. On-demand water heater, and so we'll have more room in that closet so we can do a pantry, because literally right now what you saw in here I have there and there, and those are all my baking supplies, and that's really all the room I have to put food away. And I still have this whole other box over here, so I don't know what we're gonna do. And actually I have another box this big as well of stuff, so every cabinet in here is full, so we definitely need that pantry going sometime soon. But yeah, thanks for watching, YouTube, and we hope to have another update video up by the end of the week for you guys. I have no idea how much we weigh right now. We've got to find the scale and everything in our stuff that's still packed up in our back room, and then we will give you an update as to where we are. But for right now, I'm going to go for a walk, hit the gym, and go get some nails done. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, YouTube.